This is a picture of Higher Hoopern Farm. Can you tell us a little bit about the farm, John?
Yes, my grandfather bought it in 1922, I believe. His daughter, his only child, got married in 1932 to my father, and I was born there in 1937. It was largely a dairy farm, although in those days fairly mixed. There were chickens and corn was grown.
If someone was looking for the farm today, whereabouts in Exeter is it?
Well,
the house?
The house is at the top of Pennsylvania Road on the left-hand side, down Higher Hoopern Lane.
Right. And this is an interesting photograph. Can you tell us a bit about this one?
This is on the Tiverton Road, just north of the Cowley Bridge Inn. It's the first field on the left-hand side after the Cowley Bridge Inn. The photographer worked for the Western Morning News, and he lived near Higher Hoopern Farm, and he would ask my father if he'd been told to get a picture of agriculture, what was going on, and father told him where to go because the grass was being cut. As you can see, it was by the railway line, and I believe that is a King class locomotive going past the two-horse mower. This is a picture of my parents' wedding. This is the wedding party in the garden of Higher Hoopern Farm. It was in 1932. They went away with a caravan on a tour of Britain. They intended to get up to Matlock, Bath, but I don't think they got that far because the roads weren't very good in those days. The car, I believe, is a 1928 Morris Cowley, and they hired a caravan which is of a rather unusual design. This is a picture of the bungalow that my grandfather had built after the wedding of his daughter. It was completed in 1934. The next picture shows my grandfather and myself feeding the chickens the other side of the fence. Behind my grandfather you can see fields where now there is Oriel Drive and Lark Close. The next picture was taken in the 70s and it is still apparent, the field is still there, and you can see just one or two houses in Pennsylvania Road.
This is a picture of Ivy Cottage in the old Tiverton Road. It was taken in 1969.
It was demolished soon after that, and it stands on the site where Luckham Court is now, on the corner of Stadium Way, leading to the Exeter football ground. You can see the balustrade in the garden, which came from the 18th century X-Bridge. This was removed, and the porter cabin was put there in the grounds, which was part of Exeter College Annex. Looking at Old Tiverton Road the other way, the brick wall on the right is an extension of the wall of Ivy Cottage, and the grey door after it is the shed used by the Exeter City road sweepers to store their equipment. The picture shows a Great West Run in action.